Hello everybody, welcome to this live training. My name is Sian Burton. I am your private practice marketing and growth expert and here to support you as women in private practice, growing and scaling your practices. Today we are talking about something that I talk to my clients a lot about in Success Without Sacrifice, and that is about how your team are not with you because you pay them. Like, they can get that money anywhere. They can go down the road and see anybody and have a salary paid to them. What the reason they're with you is because you are giving them something that they can't find for themselves. So you are giving them the ability to be part of something that they can't create themselves, right? So I often hear people say, how do you stop team from going off and starting their own businesses? And the answer is yes, you can look for that in the hiring process, absolutely. But you can also create a vision and a mission that is bigger than the people in your team can envision for themselves. If you are dreaming small, what you are dreaming of is within the scope of your team. So let me explain that a little bit more. If your biggest dream is to grow a business to $300,000-$400,000 and you've got 2 or 3 people in your team that you're working with to do that, and you just want to help however many people is required for that kind of revenue, that's quite an attainable vision or dream for your team members, right? Oh, I could do this. I could handle having 2 people work for me. I could definitely do this. It's easy for them to see how they could do what you're doing and take the cut that they see that you're taking of what they earn, right? That's how you often lose people. What actually people stay for, and what will stop your team from going off and leaving and working for themselves, is for them to feel like they are part of something that is a far bigger vision than they can foresee themselves, right? So if your vision is to build $1 million practice with 15 people working with you and impact the lives of 2,000 or 3,000 clients a year, that's something really exciting to be part of. That mission is something that is going to inspire people to want to come and be with you, and it's far bigger than anything they can envisage themselves, because they aren't dreaming that big, right? So then I want to be part of what you're doing, and so I'm going to stay for the ride because I can't do that on my own. Whereas if you're playing small, well, they can play small too, and why are they going to stay with you when you're playing small and taking a chunk of what they make? So your team don't stay with you because you pay their wages. There is a worldwide shortage of just about every allied health professional field right now. So speech, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, physical therapy, psychology, you name it. If you're trying to hire, there's a shortage of them, right? Your team can go and work for anybody. They could go to any practice within a 5-mile, 5K radius and say, hey, I'm a really good therapist. I have this much experience. I'd like a new job. I'd like you to pay me $10,000 more a year than I'm currently paid. And they would more than likely get it. Because if somebody approached you and said that to you and you're looking for a therapist, you're going to say, sure, great, let's go. I need somebody and I'm willing to pay you the extra money, right? That's not why they're staying with you. They can go and get more money anywhere. They're not staying with you because you pay their wages. They're staying with you because they're invested in your vision. They believe in what it is you're trying to achieve. They want to be around someone who is inspiring and who is going somewhere, and they want to be part of something that is bigger than themselves. So when you know that, and I'm not saying that we underpay people, not at all. I'm not saying that you take advantage of people because they're bought in on your mission. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you can use this to your advantage. So be very clear on what your mission is. What is it that you're trying to achieve in this world? Because it isn't making a bit more money and working less hours. Not truly. If you've never considered this, then I would highly recommend watching Simon Sinek's TED Talk, Start With Why. Why do you do what you do? What is your mission? What drives you? What change do you want to see in the world? And then share that with your team. Dream big, be ambitious. Talk about growing the practice to 2 or 3 locations, or growing it to be a $1 million business, so that you can help more people, because in that they see opportunity for themselves. That's the other thing that people want to stick around for. Like, oh, I've got a career path here. People will very commonly move roles if they can't see their next career step, if they're trying to progress in their career. If you are going somewhere and you are growing and you're ambitious, they can see opportunities in your business for them. And so they're going to carry on working for you because they want to realize those opportunities with someone that they believe in, with someone they trust who's doing something amazing in the world. So that's how you can inspire your current team to stay. But you can use this to attract people to you. We were just going backwards and forwards in the Success Without Sacrifice Facebook group on one of my clients' job ads. And I was looking at it yesterday evening, and I'm like, oh, there's some key things I talk about that she hadn't quite nailed. But as I sat down to do this video, I was like, oh my goodness, this is the bit that's missing. People want to be invested in something. They want to be inspired. They want to be part of something bigger than themselves. If you're just putting out a job ad saying, this is what we do, this is who we help, this is what the job is, this is the experience we need, it's the same as everybody else's. It's not exciting. And the only thing that they're going to then pick on is the salary, which you can't match, more than likely, the big competitor down the road who has a lot more money to throw at this, right? This is how you compete. You inspire people to want to be part of something bigger than themselves and to come along with you for the ride for where you're going and what you're trying to achieve. If you bring that into your ads for your jobs, you will see far more people step forward because they're like, wow, I'm really excited about what you're trying to do. I want to be a part of it. You'll start to hear people say that. I want to be a part of it. I want to go where you're going. I want to do what you're doing. So these are the things to think about when you're thinking about staff retention and you're thinking about trying to hire new people. It's not about the money. They can get the money anywhere. It's about what you're doing, where you're going, what your mission is, what your vision is, and what the impact you're trying to have in the world. When you have those nailed and you talk about them often and with confidence and with excitement, people will radiate to you. They will radiate to what you're trying to create and what you're trying to do, and they will want to be a part of it. Your team will stay longer. They'll tell other people about working for you, and you will be able to attract higher quality people through your job ads and through your network. So tell me what's good about this. What does this kind of free you up to not have to be able to be paying more money? What does it trigger for you about how you might move forward? I'd love to hear in the comments. I'm super excited to hear what this has brought up for you and whether it is exciting as a concept to think about. Otherwise, I will see you guys all next week for our next training. If you have specific things that you want me to talk about, you have questions, please let me know in the chat. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have around how to scale a team, how to have a thriving team, around systems, around marketing. Pop them below this video and I will slot them into our schedule over the coming weeks. So have an amazing evening. For those of you in the US, enjoy the rest of your day if you're in Australia, and I will see you guys all again soon.